Valorant scientist. I mean, I got a lot of hours into it. I gotta be good at something, right? It's just I gotta find a way to better explain some things, I guess. Is that an entry thing? Yeah. So wide peeking is definitely like, sort of an entry thing for the most part, because like, you got a wide swing sometimes. There are like times when like I entry into a site and like there's specific angles that like I'll jiggle peek sometimes, basically. So like if there's like a let's pull out like a Valorant map real quick to give an idea. So like Ascent, like we just played. So we got the image here, right? So basically we're taking a site, right? Whatever. I'm entry fragging, whatnot. We take it control A main, we're grouped up, or we're going straight off the bat, whatever. It doesn't matter. There are specific angles that I will like wide swing, just completely swing out, because people are going to try and hold close angles because they're not going to know when you're going to like rush out. But there's angles that I'll take like sort of a jiggle peek to for the most part. And so like appreciate the follow, Yellow Clutch, by the way. Appreciate it. So like you're running out of A main or whatnot. I'm playing Reyna. I'm going to be looking over towards the door for the most part. Sometimes I'll look to the close right if I feel like there's somebody there. Sometimes I take it a little slower. I'll go up on this wall right here and like kind of jiggle it for the most part to like entry, clear your close angles, whatnot, so you're not getting shotgunned or whatever right off the bat. But yeah, so like I'll jiggle peek some of these close angles just to get an idea, because you don't want to wide swing it, because then like if you wide swing it, you could get shot from either side basically. So you want to like jiggle peek these corners, and then you want to wide swing out. And so for the most part, you'll wide swing out, and like this corner right here, you'll wide swing on for the most part. Sometimes you can jiggle it if you feel like you're safe enough, so you're not out in the open long enough. You might want to wide swing, but if you feel safe, you could jiggle peek this corner. Other than that, you can kind of just run out for the most part and just make sure you're clearing sides. But the thing with entering is it's a lot easier in Valorant compared to CSGO, because you have a lot of util you can use, especially like flashes that won't flash you for the most part, like Arena flash or something. Like you can use those to take a lot more control, and you can like swing out and like not have to worry about somebody being not blind and just take you out from an angle you're not looking at, which is nice for Valorant because that makes you get a chance to actually clear stuff out. So when I'm Reyna, I like to flash out here A main, and then sometimes like I double flash it just so, because there's a short duration on it sometimes, and sometimes they might shoot your flash. So I sometimes double flash out. You can clear close the angles pretty close pretty often. You'll most likely have a smoke on door. Somebody in the back will actually pick that up, because somebody on door is not going to swing out right off the bat. They're more likely going to swing out after some people are out, so they can try and get a frag and dip out if possible, just depending on the agent. And you just kind of like clear out sight. You don't really want to go to like this left side here, depending on how you look at it, but our lefts in this perspective, just because that heaven angle is very menacing, and you have to clear out green box back sight, like back gen, sorry, and then under heaven as well. So I like to take more of a like safer route for the most part. Sometimes you can kind of take this route just to look at heaven and be able to flick down to these guys down here. It just all depends. It's all situational stuff like that. But jiggle peeking is good if you don't want to commit to something, is a good way to put it. Then toss grenades at Gen or Hell. I would say you could throw a grenade Gen. That would pretty much flush it out, especially back Gen if you're playing Raze. So like I would just throw something back here, like a nade. You could Roomba out like towards door if you wanted. I'm not too sure. Raze isn't the best agent on Ascent, but it's not bad. It all just like kind of depends on the situation again. Like depends on what picks you have, what people have smoked off and stuff. If you're playing somebody like Brim, like you were saying, that I like to drop my smokes here and here. So you get this heaven smoke here. So if they wide swing, they have no idea where people are. So if they wide swing, you could have somebody here, green box, mid site, whatever, and they could die. So they're going to be scared to push it anyways. If you put one here, they can kind of drop out. They're still kind of screwed, but sometimes they can jump out to like, gen and stuff, and like, get a pick like that or something. So like I like to throw it here just to be safe. And then on top of that, if you're playing Brim, I haven't played it Brim on Ascent in a while, but you could always molly heaven, so they really can't push it out. And then you can clear sight for free. Like you don't have to worry about people peeking out. One T spawn still. One more top mid. They're coming out. I can't peek.
I have a drone. I have all my YouTube.
Green. Ranked is a nightmare.
I know your shit.
I'm gonna drone.
You will not kill my ally.
Yo, no shot. She runs at it. They don't back off there?
No.
I'm gonna gamble. They're not top mid.
140.
Top mid.
I'm gonna hit 140.
Oh, dude. As I say it. So it has one create good habits. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the way I got good at stuff is, first off, it's like at the very basic, it's just time. You gotta put a lot of time into it. Like I've been aim training every single day for the past like 8+ months. Like that's how like you get your aim better. Same thing with like game sense and getting better habits. It's just playing or staying in the loop of stuff. So a good way I do it is I kind of like watch a lot of pro players, like just pug out, or just like pro gameplay, like teams playing together or whatnot. Like I don't necessarily do a lot of that too often, because that's a team environment and that's like 5 people that play consistently together with each other. It does help and it gives you better habits, but that's a lot more coordinated than just pugging out in ranked. In ranked, you kind of just have to see like what kind of stuff they do, like when people rotate, like what kind of angles you want to take, what positions you want to play, like, you know, when should you rotate, stuff like that. And like you got to be careful of like what angles your team's watching, what stuff that like they're paying attention to. It's just like, you know, the other team's ultimates, your ultimates, who's like 1 or 2 off. Like there's a lot of in-depth stuff that like people don't take into account when they really don't think about it. It's just things that you have to be proactively thinking about. So those good habits, they're going to be hard because you have to actively think about them when you first start, because it's all going to be new to you. Like it's going to be new for the most part to you. So it's just a matter of like doing it enough to the point where it becomes a habit, that you just proactively do that shit and it just makes you better at the game, is really all it comes down to. That I play with tells me I don't deserve this rank. Dude, everybody has a bad game. Like, I mean, guaranteed some games are worse than others, but like everybody's gonna have bad games. Like it's just a matter of like making sure your inconsistent aspects are getting better. That's really all it is. Even his team has helped me for sure. Yeah, just literally being proactive about watching stuff. You can pick up on little things that like pro players do that they don't think about, but like you watch it happen and you're like, oh, I could do that. Just commit to ranked and just take in everything, because I've been able to read people recently. Yeah, 100% if you'd like to. Like guaranteed, like, you know, playing a lot of ranked necessarily isn't gonna like completely help you out, but the thing is, if you play enough, like you're gonna get better at something. Like it's just gonna be better if you work on stuff.
Close up.
You will not remaining.
Oh no.
I'm leaving the gap.
Player standing.
Oh my god, I'm running. I guarantee like I'm not the best at explaining stuff, but like also there's a lot of experience. I can try and help it. I may make things a little more confusing than I should, but like just trying to make sure I'm touching all bases. Do post-plant stuff has helped me. Yeah, like literally just watching like a team play and whatnot. Like you watch a team set up for a post-plant, or you watch somebody clutch. It's like you can see what, you know, went well that round and just play like that. Like it's like, okay, they did this, that helps out. I mean, guaranteed some plays, you know, you don't want to copy just because they get out of the situations because of their aim, but like there's a lot of smart players out there that you can take a look at. Like there's a lot of like really smart players. Like I guarantee, like I do not like a lot of the pro players and their personalities, but I can respect their gameplay. So like if you watch somebody like Steel or Hiko, they play very smart. They have really good aim, but that just helps them out a lot more. They play super smart. is really what helps them out. One more right side. 80. Dude, my team's just better, actually, though.
Enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Blinded him.
Just outbrained, outplayed, baby.
I didn't think that Molly was.
Trying to learn more characters so I can be more beneficial for my team. Honestly, I would say try and stick to the same ones if you can. Duelists are always going to be a major one that's taken, and sometimes people like to play that playstyle, and that could be for you. A lot of people hate people insta-locking duelists, but like if that's what works best for you, try and do it. But I would say if you're a duelist player, try and learn something else, at least like smokes or something, so you're at least versatile, like Sova or controller, or if you like it, Sentinel. It's just like just being able to have at least a good amount of agents you can play is what's best. And for lefty, I just noticed, yeah, I switch it around, just depending on whatever I'm feeling. I just switch it around. Like now, if you're dropping like, you know, single digit kills, or you're just like, you know, not really helping your team at all, like just playing like garbage most of your games, maybe, you know, it's the rank's not the best for you, but everybody can improve and get to that level. So it's not like you should treat it like, oh, I don't deserve this rank. You just want to practice so that you get better more consistently. Everybody can get carry once in a while. I know I'm not fucking dropping 30s every game in Radiant. Just, it is what it is, you know? So freaking hard? Yeah, of course. The game's always going to be hard. Like, there's literally this, like, past week, I've been having hella fucking trouble. And so, like, I didn't even want to play this weekend, or, like, you know, these, like, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I just wanted to kind of chill out. But, like, I don't know. Just kind of sometimes you got to focus up, get your mental right. And that's what I'm trying to do today, actually. First game on, I'm just having a good time, thankfully. So it comes to wide swinging. When should I apply that? Okay, so you don't want to wide swing into a bunch of people. Like, obviously, like, you know, you're just gonna get laid at that point. Like, it all just comes down to like what kind of aim you're trying to take, I guess, for the most part. Like, if they don't know you're there, wide swinging probably isn't the best option. You can kind of jiggle peek it, whatnot, try and get like some taps in, whatever. When you like if I jiggle tap it, you want to like switch it up. It's like playing like a, you know, fucking game of chicken with somebody, I guess. Sometimes like you're jiggle peeking an angle like this, and like you're taking fights or whatnot, and then you know the person's there, you could wide swing and then shoot them or whatnot. Like I think jiggling is always more of a go-to. Wide swinging isn't necessarily the best option most of the time. Just got to be careful about when you're taking those aim duels is really all it is. Jet on cat. Superior got it. For the most part. I mean, you got to get your jiggle down so you're not like doing it wrong. And again, it comes down to that aim type style. Some people are really good with reaction time and have way better reaction time than I have. 1 CT.